Underdogs Podcast. It's your host T. Lee and my co-host Jock Cowden. The most known unknown will realize.
Was pulling up, they acting like they couldn't see me. Now she wanna clean me up like a squeegee. I told her that's on me, baby, like yellow BZ. With a peanut butter tear like a Reese.
Everybody's plotting on their downfall and maybe not expecting them to win, but they come out on top anyway.
They don't forget the underdog when they see me. I hit them with the John Cena, they can't see me.
We're gonna work hard. We're gonna stay dedicated. We're gonna be motivated.
I don't know. Being an underdog is probably more of a compliment for me.
Out of sight, out of mind. All I'm saying, just be careful who you idolize. I'm kicking this scripture just before the fame. Ain't no cap in my words, I go against the grain.
If you move like keeping it peach and keeping it real, like that's an underdog.
Surpass those long expectations. You're able to keep going no matter what.
You want to keep setting an example for people to follow. So the underdog isn't the loser.
Underdog is really honing in on your talents, dog. Don't let the compliments get you high.
But as an underdog, all you got is you. That's when you at your peers. You have to go through that phase so that you can be prepared for what's coming.
Yo, what it do, good people? Happy Sunday, happy 2025. This is the second episode of 2025. We have a very special episode, another returning guest from season 5, episode 24. But today, this is episode 7, season 7, featuring MD's own singer, songwriter, and audio engineer. We got T.Witz in the building. For a refresher, man. Music timeless, music don't die. Real talk. Gotta run it back.
When good men go evil, they do not get a sequel. Some feel it early but don't get a preview. There is no misfire when everybody dies and love is lost in the fire that you described your whole life. But ain't nobody listen. You got bodies, now everybody listening. You were the one before the petty ones dismissed. Now your metaphors, even scores, and somehow you now on the list. And every woman you ever wanted fulfilled your wish. And you was into love till so many brought you the ways of the witch. You not into love when a rodeo taught you ways of the whip. Conspiracies, calling me off the late, you in dire need. Off the Henny glasses of Grecian as you cry for me. Hiding from a hater who hate me cause you'd still die for me. You still ride for me but was numbing me. Numbers on my focus now. Had to lead a state and I didn't go just to boast or post on the gram for crowds who could not give two shits about their own life. So what I look like stopping my life cause your man's a child. Been 3 years in official business, the tribe in green. Almost out of debt from investing in friends and fiends. Almost no regrets, I try and accept what this means. If I could go back, I'd probably build me a time machine. But who's to say what it is that I wouldn't fuck up? Disregarding if I had utilized luck up. No rabbit hole, slow and steady always wins the race. Adjusting Ray-Bans in a plan I'm mapped out up in J. I do this to build and create, no it's not to get paid. To do it for money's a plan that will fail to sustain. The crew is becoming antidote to all my pain. KB Michaels, DJ Pony, Cheetah flow the same. Low-key Drizzy, never sissy with the light work. They'll stop for Papa Doc, you never had to claim a set for fame. Tribe trendsetters, link with AMN, brothers since grades. Unusual mumbling took over, no longer the wave. The syndicate humbling and artifacts shine on the stage. The question is cryptic, the message engraved like a grave. Better pray to your Baba and Bestie and win the way. And I don't say what I say to take back just what I say. If God forgives, then I do my best when they try to betray. Lord only knows what my life's become due to all his grace. When good men go evil, they do not get a sequel. Some feel it early but don't get a preview. There is no misfire when everybody dies.
Y'all already know, man. T-Witz, when everybody dies, we ain't gonna even waste no time. We're gonna bring them in right now the right way. Y'all already know what's going on. Underdog, season 7, episode 8. What's good, brother?
What's good, man? How's life, bro? How's life?
Life is beautiful, bro. The experience is everything for me right now. You feel me? Like, even though, you know, in the dark, it's always gonna be some light. You feel me? So
Facts.
Just gotta stay down. But nah, bro, like even just playing that song back again, it's almost like you know how a good movie, when you watching a real good movie, depending on what movie it is, you don't want to miss a moment, bro. Like the second you look away from the TV, you miss something. So that's how I feel like when I'm listening to that record, bro. You know what I mean? It's one of them like when you better listen, like keep your ears open. If you miss a little bit of it, you're gonna miss the whole thing. You feel me? So I feel like it's like a good movie all the way through. Like your attention need to be all the way up. So that's the feeling I get, which makes like the music timeless in a sense, you know.
That means so much, man. Like that. I mean, just as an artist, and just someone who puts so much into my craft, that means a lot. And I know you can relate as an artist yourself as well.
Yeah.
Man, it's what's so beautiful about somebody like yourself is you do take it back to great songs like that, and I'm over here listening to that. I haven't heard that song in months, and I took this past year to just really recollect myself health wise, and to reevaluate my business strategies, and to hear that song. There's so many things that I mentioned in it that I still hold strong to, but so many things have changed at the same time.
Facts.
So I'm looking forward to the new music that's gonna drop and the new relationships and just stuff like that. I appreciate you playing that song, man. It just takes me back.
Man, good music never dies, in a sense. And like I say, just being a fan of, hip hop and music in general, being a creative, the consumption, bro. You feel me? Like if I want to get something to, it's like the table is prepared and ready. Sit down and come eat. You feel me? Like that's how I feel to me. So it's like the hell the substance that you putting in there is like it still correlates to what's going on now. And that's what creates that impact. But speaking of Tribe Trinity Entertainment, man, what's going on for this year, man? It's been like 6 months since we last spoke. Like,
Oh man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Like I was thinking about that today before we got on the conversation together. I'm like, yo, it's been a hot minute, but there's so much to speak on now, and it's really cool. Like, man, where do I begin? First of all, I want to say thank you for having me here, man. It's a pleasure. Shout out to the underdogs. Worldwide. I'm over here thinking about just how much you've grown. I mean, you talk about, season 5 back in 2024, you know what I'm saying? You over here, it's a privilege to be episode 2 of 2025, man. Let's start the year off right. I appreciate you, man.
Thanks.
Man, Tribe Trinity Entertainment, we started off just as a, little recording company out in Las Vegas, Nevada. But, had some really cool accomplishments like helping a state senator win an election, helping her create a theme song, a song for her slogan for her mission in being a senator for the state. We helped a lot of musicians make connections and to perform and to learn what it's like to get paid for a collaboration, for a performance, things like that. We as Tribe Trinity have helped so many people to recognize that you can take, well, first of all, being in America, you can take the smallest dream, the smallest idea, and turn it into something that's malleable and tangible and something that can be touched and something that can be transferred to the next person so they can be successful. And to be where we are now, to be able to not only help artists to get their music recorded, mixed, mastered. Tribe Trinity Entertainment is first and foremost a recording company that helps artists to get their music sounding the best it's ever been. We help artists that are remote and that live in different countries, different states, different cities. We help them to learn how to put together home studios if they don't already have one. And then we give them the opportunity to send us their music and get it mixed and mastered to industry quality. And then we see if they're interested in distributing their music. And there's so many great opportunities that come from good people pulling their talents together and recognizing that it's always bigger than us. It's always bigger than them as individuals. And I'm just grateful that there are so many people, not just musicians, but business owners, people that just that consumers, people that just like buying great products, consuming good music, going to the gym and being able to pick out their 5 top songs, and by the grace of God, I happen to be in their playlist.
For real.
Those people are coming together and realizing that this industry is not what it used to be. It's never what we always think it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
We have too many stories of artists, selling out their integrity, giving up the things that they believe in just for a chance to shine. We, I'm sure plenty of people have said this before, but we are giving ourselves an opportunity. We're putting ourselves into the conversation, and that's what Tribe Trinity is about these days. That's what we're on. That's the timing that we're on. And good people like you who have your platforms, you're a great example, bro. This is a prime example of what I'm talking about. I have my system going on, everything I'm doing, and you have your platform that gives you the opportunity to build onto your content through interviewing, through great conversations with people. And I have the opportunity to put myself out there. So any artist listening to this, any entrepreneur, philanthropist, somebody that wants to be a part of a community that's growing, Tribe Trinity Entertainment. We have an Instagram. I go by the name T.Witz. That's at TDOTWITZ, T.WITZ. If you want to find me on Apple, Spotify, Tidal, and just listen to the music. It talks about the mission. It talks about good people like my guy over here, and we are just making things happen on a regular basis. So yeah, that's where we're at now, bro. We're helping artists to truly think practically.
That part, man. No smoke and mirrors. It's just like what you see is what you really get,
Mm-hmm.
It's like no hand behind your back with your fingers crossed, like not them type of conversations,
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, the spotlight needs to be shared on, individuals like that, And just my personal journey, man. Like I was mentioning, we was talking before the show. Bro, I've been enduring and persevering through so much personal within over like it should be like year 2, bro. You feel me? And I went on the 6-month hiatus, bro, for a minute. I'm not the type of person like that'll get on Instagram and just come to the world and say, just put everything on the table, I mean, to each his own and stuff like that. But for me, I'm like, I don't want to do that in the sense of me looking like I'm looking for clout or anything crazy like that, bro. Like that's just not in me. Like, so in the midst of me doing that, I took a 6-month hiatus to make an announcement like, hey, man, I'm just going to take a little minute to step back, family business going on and stuff, but
For
just
sure.
came back and just went back to peddling, bro. But it's like using these outlets, bro, has helped fuel me, bro. Like the genuine stuff I love to do and just doing what I'm doing, bro, is like help me like get to points where it's like, okay, being an artist is okay, it's cool, but I feel like we're in a time now where it's like you have to be more than just one thing. It's not just like how you're a singer, engineer, entrepreneur, like all that in one. Like you have to have more things about you, as an artist with consumers are consuming from you. Because it's like, okay, the industry changed so much to where it's like we're not doing the hand-to-hand no more with CDs, like, where people are like, we're going against Spotify, Apple, and all that type of stuff. So it's like, all right, how can I present myself to consumers now in a way where the music ties in too as well? Like the music will sell itself. I might have something of myself. I might sell like clothes or whatever and stuff like that. And the music might come in the price with the shirt or something like that, ways that kind of, I guess, be, to kind of innovate in a way. Cause it's like how retailers sell you something, they'll make you feel like by the price they're giving you a deal, but it's actually the price is included inside the deal that they're giving you,
You're killing it, bro. You know what you're talking about right now, dog. Like what I love about how, real talk. What I love talking to people that understand and recognize business. And one of the things that I always try to do when I have these conversations, whether it be an interview, whether it's I'm doing my own podcast, it's about tying it back to the business aspect of it. We live in a time now, right, where even if you are not entrepreneur minded, you have so many people that are, that you feel like you're doing something wrong if you're not. We have so many people that are trying to do something business wise. And I'm not complaining about that. Innovation, you can never run out. Like, that's not a problem. Just because someone has a business does not stop them from being a consumer. You know, if everyone has a business, everyone is still consuming, because guess what? To run a business, you need products, you need resources, you need to outsource, you need employees. So it's beautiful that everyone wants to sell something. But do they realize they're selling something? Has social media given everyone this mentality that I gotta push a product, which is content, which is whatever? But there's a spirit that's being lost, in my opinion, that we gotta hold on to, because what's happening is there are a lot of people that don't care about if they're actually selling a good product to someone. They just want to put their content out there. You know what I'm saying? There are people saying they sell something and it's actually not a good product. It's actually not something worth buying. There are so many great artists making great music, but they're not realizing that the music isn't what people are paying for anymore. So you can be the most fire artist, but if you have nothing to sell, like even me, even myself, I sell studio time. I sell practicality to artists and an understanding of the business so that they can make some moves happen and actually make some money from their music. That's what I sell, you know, besides my music, you know. So, you know, I can sell some shirts. I'll probably sell some shirts and stuff like that. I know you got some merch, bro. I'm gonna buy a shirt. You got some merch?
Yeah, I'm actually relaunching, man, my stuff. But yeah, I've just organically just was like, I want to, because I'm so in self, you know what I mean? Because I feel like if you're a good person, right, you know, by nature, and you're doing stuff the right way, you're being good by people and stuff like that, those relationships that you build is priceless though, bro. Like, I'm not all the way in it for the money, you know, because I know if I'm being a good me and I'm being myself, that bring opportunities that money ain't gonna be able to do. You know what I mean? In every situation. And I feel like it's more genuine when I build in relationships like that. It's like I'll pivot back, man. Like I say, 2 years of just mentally, bro, I'm exhausted, bro. I'm in a space where, hey, I'm telling myself, like, and I'm human, bro. It's human to have feelings and everything like that and kind of react off impulse, bro, because, you know, my little one been in the hospital since birth, bro. And this is she was there June 24th, bro, since last year. So yeah, bro, a whole year of just having that in my mental space and going through all that, bro, but still trying to like keep myself, you know, elevated in a way with self. So this really has been like a battle test for me, bro. It's like, all right, you know, I'm talking to myself where I'm like, all right, you either gonna let this take you down a hole, bro, or you going down so much in the hole, bro, you don't even have a ladder no more to get yourself out of, you know? Or do I channel my energy and use my outlets, bro? You know what I mean? Do I create more music? Do I do more interviews? Do I do stuff that keeps me balanced in a way, you know? Because it's like the teeter-totter was literally like this, bro. And I had to basically balance myself out, bro. So it's been amazing, bro, just to be like, okay, because I chose this path, bro, January is literally, and you're included in that, bro, in this story, bro. And I'm telling people, bro, I'm so big on like, it took me 4 months, bro. Now a lifetime of doing music or whatever and stuff like that since I was young, and 3 years now with the podcast this went, but it took me 4 months to lock in, bro, and just really just tell myself like, I'm just going, I spoke in addition, bro. I said, bro, I'm going to hit the ground running. I'm going to just do, bro, it started from the radio station to doing more video content, doing TV performances, doing interviews. And I just was going on a spree, bro, like from August to December. And it's like, it's weird, bro, because I was like, I always say this, bro, if you do what you're kind of supposed to do, you create that lane, bro, the universe is going to drop it. It's just might not be when you want it to happen, but it's all like I always say this analogy, bro. It's like driving on the highway, it's pitch black, it's dark. You don't know when the next time you go see some light, bro, or a rest stop. But then all of a sudden, now the universe just dropped the rest stop area right here. Okay, now it's looking more light, you know? And I felt like I got like, even in the midst of all that, bro, I got overwhelmed with so much good things, bro, at one time. And it was aligned with like people that match the same energy and the mindset that I'm on, bro. So it's like, I'm not one of them type of people where it's like, so I interview T.Witz, so I interview somebody else that's, like I say, has accolades and doing well for themselves, successful, and have all these business ventures and everything going. It's like, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna start the interview with T.Witz. I'm like, okay, I'm hearing you a music executive. Hey, I'm gonna start the interview. Put me on. Like, I'm gonna just sit there and just forget everything about what's going on. Now I'm just so focused on myself. You know, I'm one of them people like, if somebody opens the door of opportunity, bro, and then I feel like they genuinely do it by themselves without me, you know, I feel like, okay, they feel like I deserve this opportunity or something like that. You know, I let things fall in place like that. They say closed mouth don't get fed and stuff like that, but I just feel like focus on the crowd, the same as I did with music. Just focus on what I'm doing. Don't necessarily really like chase anything. Like I never came in the game. The time I started making music, I never came in the game chasing money. Instagram and social media wasn't around then, bro. So I didn't have that influencing me. It was just purely into the craft, bro. Like just, you know, everything was behind the craft. So that mentality I had with that is the same way when I had the idea when we came up with the podcast. It was like, okay, I see what music did for me, just being consistent and just being about that specific thing and not going after everything. Stuff came to me. So it's like, I took the same mentality of the podcast, bro. I just was like, look, everything is not going to be monetary gain, especially in the beginning. But you got to understand that relationships are just as valuable too, you know? So it's like, okay, let me just build. And then for December to come and these interviews and all that stuff, the season, all that, everything, I was like, bro, the internet is a crazy place where it's like, you never know who's watching you, bro. Like, it's like, besides the likes, the views, all that type of stuff, when it's like you're just doing what you're doing, bro, it's like, I don't know, man. Like the universe just dropped certain people on me. People that's like I say, it's a couple industry folk too, bro. But it was like somebody literally genuinely told me this, and I said this in the interview I just recently did. I said, you know how people inbox you on Instagram or whatever, stuff like that. You'll have these fake accounts, bro. So it's like I don't never really go for that type of stuff. So it's like you'll have T.Witz, but they have T.Witz _. So it's like they might inbox somebody and say, "Hey, I got an opportunity."
They'll have my pictures.
Yeah,
they have my pictures and everything.
They took your whole identity, bro. So I had somebody reach out to me, bro, like a year in between each other, but the first time they did it, I was like, okay, they was telling me like, hey, you know, I like your music. You made me a fan of you, whatever, keep going. So I said, hey, I appreciate it. Like I kind of short answered because I'm like, I don't really know what's going on with this, you know, let me kind of, you know, then they hit back like, hey, I got some industry connects I could put in a good word for you and all that. So I said, hey, I didn't see the message, you know, I'm like, okay, I replied back. I didn't really see it, my bad, but I appreciate everything and stuff and just left it at that. So it was like, and between that, from like a year passed by, they reached out again, but it was never on no money. That's the thing I be looking for when a person look for conversation or be trying to get you into like sending them money.
Oh yeah,
bro. It's somebody over there in Russia or something playing with me right now, bro, on the internet. So that's why I'm like, I've seen too many different accounts like that. So, but nah, when they come out to, you know, I kind of reached back and hit again a little, you know, they was actually legit, bro. They didn't come off on no ever asking me for anything, nothing from me. So now we're getting more in depth with the conversation. But yeah, I was like, that was different, bro. Just the experience like that, is just be like, okay, man, that's crazy. Like they hit me up and they doing X, Y, and Z. But I was like, okay, the internet, that just let me know, like, all right, it's people watching, you know. You got people watching for the good and the bad. But then I recently did like an interview with a A&R from South Beach. She's an industry executive out there, and she's like been in the game since like early 2000. But at the end of the interview, same thing. She offered me an opportunity, bro. Like everything happened all in 1 week, bro. I remember you reached out to me and was like, bro, you know, like congrats on the year and all that. Cause I reached out and and seeing the accolades you had for the year from all the hard work you was doing and everything you was putting in, and you embossed me with that, bro. It was just like I don't know, it was a feeling of like being overwhelmed with good things though, bro. You know what I mean? Not just like no type of like, you know, usually a person would be overwhelmed by just juggling a lot of different things, you know, that seem they have to persevere through. And I feel like for me, bro, it was really like, I'm glad I chose that lane, bro, to just pick myself back up, bro. When it felt like I was falling, I basically got back on the crutches and learned how to walk again, and just keep pushing, bro. But I was just like, man, that's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Like, just for the universe to just drop so much good on me at one time, like, that's why I was like, bro, this is like that bookmarker part of my life, bro, where I could put another stamp on it, you know, to reflect back on and just know, like, that's the stuff that fuels me forward. Where I'm like, I know this year is gonna be something, bro. I was saying, bro, I had a feeling like something was gonna happen. I kept saying that, and I was talking to my co-host, like, bro, something's gonna happen. I don't know what it is, but I said something's coming. Like, I was.
How long? How did you say you was, fam?
Oh, I'm Scotty Pimpin, bro. I'm 33.
Okay. So, you know what I think that's interesting. So you know what year that is. You know what age that is, right? That's your Jesus. That's your Jesus year. I just left mine. I just left my Jesus year. I'm 34 now.
Yeah.
And what's really cool about being in these particular years of our lives, a lot of people will call it our prime.
Yeah.
Is that this is your opportunity now to reflect on your life and to start. It doesn't mean this is the only time, but this is the start of your, in my personal opinion, this is your true manhood taking effect.
Yeah.
And when I say taking effect, I mean, this is the age now where, I mean, people think it's your 20s, but when you're in your 30s, that's when you have your opportunity to truly make an impact on the world, either for the good or for the bad.
Yeah.
It's when you're set in your ways of who you are for the most part. You still have time to change that in your 20s. But in your 30s, that's when you are shedding the wings of youth. And that's not a bad thing. You still are you can still be youthful, but there are no excuses when you're in your 30s anymore. You know? And as a man, I believe, we might have spoke on this before, but I have a song talking about it, that we were put here, whether you believe in God, not you, but like in general, anyone, whether someone believes in God, whether they believe in a higher power, something greater than themselves, we can all say that leadership is important throughout the history of anything we've ever known. Even insects have leadership, right?
Yeah.
And strong leadership is important because with that comes a sense of security, a sense of recognizing that you can move forward in a family, in a society, in a army, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And you have the leadership, and then you have the advisors to the leadership. You have the people that the leader falls back on, because oftentimes the leader is more so about strength and intellect, but they need to fall back on someone who's purely about intellect and strategy. So that's where you have a king and a priest, and both work side and side with each other, because a king, a leader, a ruler is always going to need his advisor. You know, I mean, you can look at it in different ways. A husband is always going to need his wife. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a lot of great ideas come from the advisor, not the king, not the leader. And I say all this not to get all complex, but to pretty much say that you're in your era now where you're choosing to either be a king or a priest. Either or does not make you weak. It doesn't make you better or lesser. They coincide with each other. The king has more responsibility. You know, the priest has to make sure that they're giving proper information to the king, because there's consequences that come with not. The priest has to answer to the people. The king has to answer to the people. If the king isn't doing what he's supposed to be doing, he could be overtaken. Hell, it could come from within. There could be a coup that happens. You feel me? It could be the advisor that does it. He has all the information on the king. So I play chess. So I love stuff like this.
Yeah.
And you're in your place now where, from what I see, it looks to me like you're a priest. You're giving information to the people. You're relaying this information. You're consistent about it. There's a sense of morality that comes with what you're doing. You're not getting on here and saying anything that's belligerent or counterproductive to anyone's journey. You're just trying to help people. You sound like a priest. You sound like a scribe. You sound like someone who's creating history through these episodes and having people gain the opportunity to look back on them and to be like, oh my gosh, like this, who is this dude? Where did he come from? It could be someone having the worst day and they just see one of your episodes, fam. And now they're just like, holy shit, I want to follow the underground, the Underdog Worldwide podcast, because I really need to just keep track of what this guy has going on every day. This guy's speaking to me. Now, I, for a long time, have tried my best to be a priest. I want to be a priest. I want to be someone that just relays information. I want to be someone that just, you know what I'm saying, gives people something to learn from. Unfortunately, I had to start a music company because everywhere I went to get my music mixed, I couldn't find someone who could do it properly. And I had to learn how to do the mixing, and I had to learn how to be this and that. And then I had to learn how to, so from my transition in being a priest, I have gone to becoming more of a king in the aspect of providing opportunity for people. Now, with your business, with everything you have going on, correlates perfectly with kingship. I could be wrong, The beauty of it is that in most cases, it's not really for us to decide.
Right.
We're anointed. A king is anointed by God. At least he's supposed to be. A lot of kings just come from bloodlines, and that can sometimes be a problem, because then people feel entitled to being a king. They're not, you know what I'm saying? So
like you're not qualified, but you just feel like you want the title.
Nepotism, That's why a lot of politicians is screwing shit up today, because we have people in positions of power who have never earned it.
So would you compare that to like George Bush and a son right after? Like, like just to have a son come, because your father was the president, you're going to be the president one day too.
I think the entire regime, and I'm going to call it a regime for a reason, I think the entire regime of our political candidates for the last 50 years, 60, probably more, before I was born.
Mm-hmm.
I was born, 34 years ago, but long before I was born. I believe that nepotism and lack of term limits, amongst other things, have led to a very corrupt system. And yes, that nepotism and me being able to say that I want my son and my daughter to work these politics the exact same way I did, so they can eat and make money off of it too. Yeah, I'm gonna teach them how to do it too. There's a problem with that. That's not what America was founded on. America's supposed to be a place where anybody can go and step up and decide to run for office. And if the people believe in them and they can run fundraisers and they can gather people who will fund their political campaigns, then they're supposed to be able to just run. Anybody's supposed to be able to run for president when they want to run for president. Or forget president, any political office. Why do we just have a certain set of people who feel entitled to power?
Family lineages.
It's lineages, my guy.
Yeah. Man, speaking of that too, bro, like I observed a lot. I'm not really too much into the politics. Like when they come around, I'm not putting like all my energy into it. But just observing it, like, when the race was going on and stuff, it's like, bro, I sat back and watched, and then, with social media, it's like, I feel like it's showing me people that I wouldn't be looking for on a daily basis like that. Like it puts them at the forefront of the feeds and all that type of stuff. But I'm like, I just seen how much it just divided people, bro. How much division really was going on with that whole thing, bro. Like I just sat back and watched. I'm like, okay, all it's showing me is that people is, they just separated. If you go this way, I'm finna go this way. I'm talking all the way down to friends, family, and everything. It's just like, bro, how much control do we really have over, you know, a lot of things other than just, you know, a lot of people was going off assumptions and think thoughts, feelings, and all that type of stuff, you know, with their decisions and stuff. But I feel like that's a time where it's like, bro, people literally cut people off behind stuff like that, bro, or got into real heated, you know, arguments. And it's like, you know, I feel like unless we like actually, you know, in that space or really see everything that's going on for what it is, it's like it just leaves the mind to, you know, make a perspective, a creative perspective on who's better, who's not. It's like it made it look like literally me like a boxing match or something like that that's being orchestrated and who can do what, you know, with dirty laundry and everything.
So here's my take on it. And if I say anything offensive or anything that sounds wrong, I want you to stop me and tell me.
Yeah.
Okay? That's important to me because it allows me to know that as this conversation is going, we're both actively listening and learning from each other. And it's just pure information. And I'm going to make a point to you in what I'm talking about. Anyone who can cut somebody off for what they believe in isn't looking to understand what the other person believes in. They're looking to be understood. And in a lot of times, they aren't even comprehending what it is they believe in. It's unfortunate. A lot of people want to stand for something. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of people choose to feel insulted and belittled when they don't understand something and refuse to understand something.
Ooh.
So it's a defense mechanism to get angry and to get upset because we fear what we don't understand. And when you're scared of something, you're not welcoming it. If you see a demon at the end of the hallway, you're not like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, come here. No, you're just like, whoa. You're trying to throw something at you, trying to get away from it. Maybe you might run. You might be a bold motherfucker and take it on straight ahead. But for the most part, people aren't doing that. We don't know what to do. Now, if you do understand a demon and you do recognize it and you spoke to him before maybe and you know his name, you're going to be straight. But my point is, in my experience with politics, with discussing politics, as someone who engages in these conversations every single day for probably the last 7 years of my life, I find that people that are misinformed are the first to get upset because they have weak arguments. I'm not going to say which side that is.
Yeah.
It happens on both sides. But it's more common from people that can't comprehend things. It's easier to be able to comprehend things when they're simple, when they are simple. I'll give you an example. There's boys and there's girls. They grow up and they become men and women. That's what I believe. But there are a lot of people that would argue that and make it extremely complex. And then wouldn't be able to keep up with their own argument because when I tell them to name all the genders,
lost in the sauce.
And then because I am not able to logically have a conversation with them, I might want to end the conversation. And I'll probably do it respectfully and say, with all due respect, I don't see this going anywhere. And I don't think that you have an actual point to make. All hell breaks loose. Because now they feel insulted because they feel entitled to understanding.
Man.
So what do you do with someone like that? You do your best to be respectful and you let them live in their world. You let them think what they think. Or you can constantly challenge it, hopefully, and you hope that you can get them to recognize that they are fighting a losing battle. Because at the end of the day, understanding things is how we can be effective. And if things don't make sense, we can't understand them. And if we can't understand them, how can we be effective? I'm not making this political. I'm not even trying to make this a social. I'm just using an example. How can a veterinarian fix a dog when they're being brought a snake? You just can't do it. They have to operate on that creature as if it's a snake. So politically, let's rewind it back. Politically, there are a lot of people that feed the egos of those who are misinformed, those who can't comprehend. Sometimes won't, but often people just can't comprehend certain things, like that there are multiple levels of government, that the president himself could never single-handedly take us back to slavery. I don't even know what that looks like today. Like, people are more enslaved by choice than they could ever be by shackles and chains.
Right. Right.
You know,
it's a mental warfare.
Mm-hmm. And to me, it's beautiful because we have our war now. A lot of people don't recognize that what makes life worth it is adversity. It without it, we are a stagnant pond. We're a pond. We're a pond with mosquitoes, and even then, mosquitoes can bring life and start making things move. So we're not even that. Everything has to be challenged. We have to be challenged. I just went to the gym today, and guess what? I felt really good after. Before, I got up this morning. I felt a little unsure of life. I was like,
yeah,
you know how I be, bro. You know,
bro. It's crazy how you it's crazy how you correlated, because, bro, I did that yesterday, bro. Like, got up at like 7. You feel me? Close to 7. I say, bro, I'm gonna get up, and because I know I didn't go the last like how I was like, well, weekend crowd, I'm here. Like, bro, the marathon got to continue, bro. And how I mentally want to go in, bro. This is even though I feel like everything that we did last year kind of carries on in the next year, you know, in the sense, like, if we've been building on it already, you know, it's like, all right, the building almost complete. Now it's time to install the windows and put the electricity and all that in it now. Like, that's how I feel, bro. So I'm like, we got a blank slate, bro. It's a blank canvas, bro. You know, it's like an etch a sketch, bro. I shook it. Now it's like, all right, let's start over. Let's create, bro. Like, yeah. So that's the mentality I'm coming with, bro. Like,
it's beautiful, and it's a must being in your Jesus year, being 33, bro. Recognizing that you finally have enough written in your book to look back on.
Yeah.
Who wants to read the book of someone in their 20s? I mean, that's cool, but what you talking about? Partying? Like,
20, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The 20s is so random, dog. It ain't get really strategic towards, like, when they say your brain really develops, bro, after a certain age, like, and that's when you start seeing the shift, because in the beginning, it's just trying to figure this out, bro. If some people had, you know, it's different strokes, different folks, you know. But the story that I have, bro, is like, okay, when you have to figure it out versus when somebody so figuring it out, bro, it comes with a lot of lessons in between and a lot of different experiences and stuff like that, bro. You know, so I'm like you said, being on, you know, on a priest type of level, it's like, bro, this experience I just had, bro, and I'm having with people, bro, and just like not knowing, bro, 3 years later, it would put me in this space, bro. Like, it's just being an artist and doing, that was cool because I got the music, but now it's like, bro, I'm literally able to touch everybody from, like, I'm using the internet for what it is in a way, to be able to reach everybody from all over the world, bro. You know, that's just, if you use it for the right reasons, bro, it's crazy.
But look at it. Look at God working. Like, not even to make this like all, you know, preachy, but just think about it, man. Like, like that's because I look back at what you said at the beginning, bro. Like, this is not about being an artist today, bro. Like, I feel bad for all the artists that are just like, you know, yo, I'm famous, you know, I'm famous. Da 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 da. Like, that's cool. But like, God, we got bills to pay. We so, like, I'm sorry, my guy, but like, we focused on you making so much money because you pushing an image. We over here trying to make money because we care about our families and stuff like that. And it's not to take away from any artist who's pushing image, but that facade is gone. Like, we see through it. I mean, Papoose and Remy didn't even make it, dog. Like, like we get it. We see through it all now. You know what I'm saying? And we're looking at each other as human beings. So if you're a rapper now, if you're a singer now, if you play an instrument now, what are you doing to feed people's souls?
That part. That's the biggest.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, because no one cares about the twerking anymore. No one cares. Ice Spice done lost her body. Like what? Like what's going on, bro? It might just be a spiritual a spiritual pendulum just swinging back. Like it's over now, guys. Like people trying to hold on, fam. They trying to hold on.
Oh man. Yo, real quick, T.Dot, man.
Go ahead, family. Go ahead, family.
Hey, so shout out to Wendy Silk, man. She tapped in. She said, "Oh, I remember you from last time, like from Maryland." She was like, "Oh, you teach me. You trying to get them gems." And then you got Humanitarian Solutions Inc. My 33rd year, I had so much growth and I had so many accomplishments that year. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that perspective, bro, because I'm sitting here like, when you're saying that to me, that, bro, I'm just literally like, bro, the universe is like just what you pour into it, bro. And like, I'm just thinking about the process of it, bro. And how real it is when you building real, genuine, like everything that my mindset was working on and I'm thinking about, bro, I'm seeing it. Like, it's just crazy.
No, but you're doing it. Like, you know how often I look back and I be thinking to myself, like, you know, thank God that I just dropped that one song. The mix was trash. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was trying to sound like Lil Wayne. But I did it. And that was the first step in moving on to another step and then another step. And look where we're at. I'm over here with another professional, you know, this young, you know, Black brother making something for himself so that other people can gain from it. Like yes, this is, you know, we all got to make money. We all got to do what we can to eat, but we're not going to be here forever.
That part, man.
And when you can leave something like what you're doing, you know, music, you know, that's, you think it's the devil. You think, like, what do you think it is that gives us that has made this world so about media? Maybe it's because God wants us to just spread information with each other. We can finally do it. And we got demons trying to make the information misinformation and trying to make it like, you know, we got AI that can allow someone to emulate themselves,
bro.
But you can send yourself all over the place to spread a dope, amazing message. You can guide people to something amazing, or you can use that same AI program to make your crush who lives down the street be in a porn video with her boss who she works with. Just by using the digital tech. Do you get what I'm saying? We are living in a world now where you get to truly choose. You can't straddle the line anymore. What do you truly stand for out here? You know what I'm saying? I believe even with AI, I believe that we're living in a world now where people that use AI are going to outdo the people that do not.
Bro. Hey, you know? Like I say, you can use it. It's gonna be like just social media. Use it for the right thing, the wrong thing. Exactly. But the tool is there to utilize to basically take advantage of, bro. Like, that's it. And like I say, AI is just like, it's like having a conversation with yourself in the sense. If you talking to it and you kind of like put specific things, whatever, even if you working on the project, it's something like, hey, I got this going on, I'm doing this, these are my thoughts, bro. It'll generate something back to you that puts you back in line with what you were thinking. Like,
but in my experience utilizing AI, I couldn't make sense of it at first. I couldn't make sense of how this program is going to better my life.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you something. AI is only as powerful as the mind using it.
Man. Man.
You know, if you have the right questions to ask, if you have the right commands to give it, it can be your personal assistant. It can be your priest. It can be your confidant, your scribe. I have used AI to analyze ideas for my music, for my business, artwork for my music. I've used AI to compare and contrast different strategies in dropping tracks. Anyone listening to this if you are a musician, if you're a business owner, if you're someone that wants to have a great connection with good people, follow at TDOTWITZ on Instagram. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Shoot me a DM. I love connecting with good people. And at the end of the day, that's what we're all here for. You know,
bro. I'm telling you, bro, we all connected, bro. Like literally, we're all connected, bro. It's just different walks and the person, like you say, it's two things I want to pivot on. When you said life has to come with adversity, bro, like it has to. Bet you have to be challenged, bro. You know, and it's just like I'm understanding that. Like I say, I've been through. I say even before stuff like that, but that has been like the biggest thing where it's like, bro, which road are you gonna go down? Are you gonna go down the road of depression where you gonna just sit and just drink a lot or just get like, and I don't even, bro, the crazy thing, bro, is I clean like everything up with my mental space, bro. I don't even drink for real no more like that, bro. Like in my artistry earlier on and stuff, it's like, okay, part, like it comes with a little bit of part and come, but then when I started taking serious and started looking at myself and got on my health journey, bro, it's like, bro, you starting to look like Gucci in those six, bro. You gotta like, you on stage, you ain't got no breath, like. And I just I told myself, bro, I was like, bro, I'm tired of just looking at myself like that. So when I started to tighten up everything else, it's like the mindset was there, but it's like I had to shave off layers, bro. You feel me? And I feel so much better about that decision. I can go in interviews and be completely like just focused, bro. Like, yeah.
To say, bro, you be speaking life, man. Like that. You know, that, like I was saying earlier, that's where we are. We're at that space where the entertainment is so secondary, third, fourth, fifth. Like we gotta live life out here. We gotta live long enough to be able to spread these good messages from our experience. You know, I'm proud of you, dog. Like, you know, from someone who, like, I got a mixtape that I dropped back in 2019 called Grape Juice.
Yeah.
And you know, I dropped it because I have had a struggle with alcohol since I was younger. And I've dealt with a lot being, you know, a big brother, family of 10 kids. And I lost my little brother back in 2013. And I make no excuses, you know, but I looked at it as a way to cope for a long time. I would crush a whole bottle a night, a whole bottle of Jameson by myself.
The bottle be gone in 2 days with
Mm-hmm.
me, bro. Crazy, man.
See, that would be me pacing myself back then. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah.
But to be able to reflect and look back on that album and to know that I had moments of weakness that I was able to overcome and to be where I am today. Because man, let me tell you, when I dropped that mixtape, I was in a basement. I was in a basement apartment. I was having chicks come through left and right. I was trying to keep the love of my life from going away, but she was leaving. She was slowly out.
Yeah.
She was tired of my shit.
Yeah, nah, I feel that, bro. Because when you sit there and reflect, bro, and you know what type of time you was on, bro. Like when you sit here now today, if you're
honest with yourself.
You be like, yeah, I can see why. You know, in the moment, you like, man, you tripping. Like, what you mean? Like, you know, because it's like the comprehending part is like, I'm not trying to because I don't feel like I'm being a bad person right now.
Bro, dudes don't be giving themselves no credit. If Shorty left, maybe you was doing something wrong. You think she just left you? You think she wasn't feeling you, dog?
Yeah.
You had to give her a reason. Like, I gave my girl reasons to leave. But,
bro,
but to know now with the music I'm dropping that I got out of that dark spot, and that I went to Las Vegas and took a chance on myself and came back here and started working and mixing and mastering and and now I have great relationships with people like you, man. So no regrets, bro.
Nah, for real, bro. And it's just like you say, the pain bring the games, bro. And I've learned that, you know, like losing, like I say, even losing my like a parent, bro, from 2020. From 2020, so that's my indulgence in that, like, bro. But then 2024 come, and I hit another obstacle. I mean, 24, 23. 23. My bad, 23. But then 3 years later to get hit with that, it's like, you know what I'm saying. But it's just knowing that, like, I kept my, you know what I'm saying. I strapped my boots on, bro. I'm ready for combat, bro. Like, it's just like it would be something that would tell a person, you know what I mean? But it's just like, bro, to know I executed and persevered through that, And at that moment, it's still like an ongoing situation.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know how I could say it, bro. I just came to reality with myself, bro. It's like, how do I want this to go? So it's just like, you know, you're on a good path with what you're doing, and it's just like all the blessings, how they just fall. It's like I'm understanding, bro. Like you say that Jesus year and seeing like I say, that faith is strong, brother. Like to know, like, all right, you know, knowing that if I would have sat back and not did anything, it would have brought nothing. You know, you got to be consistent. You got to pour into yourself, bro. Like that's the biggest thing. You know, people think like it's just gonna fall out the sky and you don't gotta do nothing towards it. Like you don't have to pinch a little bit of salt out there, a little to make something happen. Like,
do you think it's more impressive to your fans and to your listeners and to your viewers to know that you persevered through devastating times while keeping that smile on your face during these episodes, bro?
Bro, there's people that tell me right now, bro, I've been watching you, bro. You've been doing it like, you know, you wouldn't even be able to tell nothing going on, bro, because I don't allow it. You know what I mean? And then, like I say, just doing this, bro, it helps me stay focused. Like all the other stuff, bro, it keeps my mind going, bro. Just having music itself to create, bro, keeps my mind pure and clean, bro. Like I got an outlet. Now, if I was just a person that wasn't creative and just like, I don't know, I wouldn't be who I am, bro, because that's a part of me. It's embedded in my soul, bro. Like,
but you know, that's why I feel such an obligation as a creator, bro, because we are so blessed to be in touch with the divine. Like, do you know, like, I want to put something in your mind real quick, bro. If you might have thought about this before, but do you know how lucky we are as creators, as artists, to have this gift? Do you know how many people out here wish they was this cool? Like I'm not even trying to be funny. Like people want, like, shout out my guy Trey Overton. He helped me start my business and love that man. He's like a spiritual father to me. And that man once told me, he said, T, you know what your problem is? You don't realize you're helping people to create magic.
Yeah.
And you got all this magic and you got it over here. And then people want your magic, but they can't get it because you're T.Witz. And I'm over here like, so if I share the magic with people, he's like, you can make a lot of money. And I'm just like, Or I can also help people with that same magic.
Yeah.
Or I can use that magic and use sorcery, and I could do some sinister, scary shit, and I can make a lot of money with it. But then, you know, I can have chicks' booties bouncing in my face, and I can go to Diddy parties, and I can do all of that shit. But then one day, I'm going to get old, and I'm going to reflect on my life, and I'm going to be like, you know what? Damn, I'm going to die. And I didn't help nobody, bro. I screwed a lot of people over. This is fucked up. This is fucked up.
Yeah.
And if I'm lucky, the feds won't then do an investigation.
Try to come get you at 80. Try to come get you at 80 years old, bro.
80, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Bad, bro. I would be so like distraught, bro.
Tight, bro.
Yeah, it's come at 80, bro. I'm just not gonna take my medicine that day, bro. It's over. It's over. Yeah.
That's crazy, dog. Like they say that, you know, no funny shit. They say that Diddy was having a mental breakdown. I don't think people take the time to like people don't care. They don't want to, but I try to play devil's advocate. Imagine living your whole life. Pure luxury. This man spent his birthday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween. He was in like, woo! Like, you can't say that you have empathy for human beings if you don't think that if you don't have just a little in your heart, like, damn, that's crazy. But you know, you reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? But the court ain't convicted him yet. But
nah, bro. But imagine how like the time and that, bro. Like, dog, jet skiing on private islands, taking flight, like, bro, you just standing. Basically, bro, the game is just paused on you right now. You feel me? Like it just paused. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Even when you was talking about the industry and I just feel like they really be treating, because they know a lot of people out here don't comprehend, bro. I think that's why they push the stuff they do, bro. And how you said, everybody like just being an artist or being a creative in general, bro. Everybody want the sauce because you look at how the industry is now, bro. Where you got people that don't understand, like, you know, creating in general, just creating music, bro. Like, you know, we don't hear music the same, and our the way we treat when we create things, you feel me? Like we have a certain formula that goes into what we're doing. But when you have people that just want the sauce but don't got it, but still want to get out there and just get on the court, bro, it's just like you can out here trying to play 21, bro, with some Hall of Famers, you know, like.
There are a lot of artists afraid that art itself is being diluted. You can never dilute art. You can't dilute. I mean, bro, there is no other you, my guy. There is no other T.Witz. Even if I spoke enough in media into the universe, even if you did, and AI could emulate our voices, there would still need to be someone that creates a blueprint of something for AI to grasp. They have to say something for AI to put my voice on it. We are original human beings. And though there is a saying that there's nothing original out here anymore, and that every artist, every singer and dancer is just doing their version of Michael Jackson. You ever heard that?
Yeah, I feel like everybody just type how they make type beats now. You know, in the SoundClick era, I always shed light on SoundClick, bro, because it used to be a time where there was no type beats. Like it was no like I'm making it for this artist. It was just like the producers just giving you their feel, their originality. You know, so I feel like right now it's a type era, it's a type beats, it's a type rapper, it's a type singer, it's a type this, type that, where they're emulating. You know what I mean? It's like,
I mean, that's what happens with the digital wave. Like everything, what are waves? They are files.
Yeah.
And what are files? They can be organized, they can be studied, they can be copied. You can figure out patterns behind them. So as someone who mixes music digitally and analog, you start to recognize and learn that we live in a world where everyone just moves about in patterns. So you have to decide if you want to recognize that and learn the pattern so that you can create your own wave, your own file. You know what I'm saying? Then that's something people have to decide on. Or you can just sit back and be a part of the coming monotony, because that's what it's going to be. It's either going to be you're learning to comprehend things, or you're sitting back like, I don't know. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Oh, for real? and then anybody can feed you anything that you want, that they want you to have.
That's the worst way to be in life right now, bro. Like, and it be last minute, like, I didn't know that. Like, everybody, people was probably like, you got some good people that's in your circle that comprehends well, but like you said, the ego is not allowing you to let them tell you, because hey, they're not on TV or they're not this type of person. So why I'm gonna listen? That's like you said, the facade, bro. It's just like I look at it for what it is. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Do you know how many people are getting locked up right now in Cali because they didn't know that the laws got adjusted? Ignorance of the law doesn't make you not guilty of breaking the law.
Yeah, nah, they gonna say, you say I didn't know. They gonna still put them cuffs on and hey, take it out. It's what it is.
It's almost like this was done on purpose. It's almost like they got people angry and riled up. Help them to not comprehend by making shit easier and dumbing everything down, even our education system. And now they've given everyone enough rope to hang themselves. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know, bro.
Man, it's almost like, bro, you know how people always refer to the picture. Everybody loves to use this picture, bro. But when you actually live in it, like it's like the flock and herd of sheep, bro, and you like the black sheep in a flock of white sheep, bro. And you literally just like, you all go this way, I'm going that way, bro. You know, it's just one thing to live it than just to say I idolize this picture or use the quote, bro, because it's like I'm just not going for everything, bro. And it's just like being observative and actually, like you say, comprehending the situations and seeing. It's like once you put them glasses on, bro, like Dick Gregory said, you're not seeing everything the same way no more, bro. I think I said this our last interview, but that's just life, bro.
No,
That's
man,
what's nice.
it's always great having these conversations with you, man. Like this ain't gonna be the last one. I got an album coming out called Grape Juice 2.
Yeah, I seen.
My man, I got that follow up. I got Witzland. I got so many great singles coming out. Be looking out for it. I got something called Bop Tropical on the way once it gets warmer outside. Really embracing the singing. I got Brimstone Drive, the remix coming out with my boy Jason Malachi. This man is out here, bro. Like, I'm very proud of his sound and what he's been able to accomplish as an artist. And I'm looking forward to the feedback, man. I'd love to collaborate with you, get some music done with you. I've been looking at what you're doing, man. Like, you got that youthful, fresh sound out here, man. I hope that you don't let it be a hobby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, factuals, man. And one thing too, bro, is like I'm actually trying to put together like a underdog compilation, kind of like I grew up, watching the business of how Master P and Baby did back in the day. So with No Limit, I remember they did a compilation album with their network of artists. So I said, you know what? Been doing all these interviews with the artists on the network with the family. I say, man, I'm just gonna put a collaboration of everybody together from different all around. Like it's gonna be one of them type of well-rounded projects where I want different sounds, different genre. It don't matter. Like that's the type of collaboration I'm trying to bring. And it's definitely gonna happen, man. It's happening. The idea came and it's like it seems right. Like I'm getting the moments where it's like that seemed like the right thing to do. Just do it. Like run with it.
Very necessary. Sounds very necessary, bro.
Yeah.
I'd love to be a part of something like that. You just let me know.
Yeah, and it's like when I look to work or collaborate with artists, I try to once I get their sound and their style, bro, I easily kind of mesh like, okay, this is the type of vibes they be on. So it also helped me as an artist too in displaying my versatility because I don't like to always be on the same type of frequency every time. Like I like that's why I was like, okay, again, going back into mastering the craft and just being into the craft, once you figure your sound out, it's like, okay, I'm glad when people could hear the music. Like I did a couple performances on this little 4-month run I was doing. It's like, bro, I didn't even know what you was gonna go with next. Like I didn't know what to expect, And it was just like that. I seen the anticipation on their faces, like, they was like, okay, I can see how you coming. And I'm like, okay, that's just the confidence part of myself to know, like, that's just the type of art that I'm bringing, man. And I'm like low key, like, kind of just pat myself on the back to be like, okay, I'm glad you put the work in like you did back then, because it's like it's not easy when you starting out like from the very beginning and you're learning like how to get your voice, how to write these verses, how to like it takes practice, but it's just like those long nights and everything like that and years of just working on it, bro. It's just that level of confidence with the work, man.
It's really cool to look back. I'm sure you can relate and to see your growth in being able to have conversations, being able to not be socially awkward. Some people just got it. I know for me, it took a little bit, but I'm so grateful that the spotlight doesn't scare me anymore.
Yeah.
As a potential leader, as someone that wants to give back and teach people, and bring something to their community, that's what a leader is, It's so cool to be able to have this sense of confidence with it, man. To know that you have something worth recognizing. A lot of people, unfortunately, are just regurgitating stuff they've heard. I don't think they really believe in it. I think a lot of people are just saying stuff because everyone else is saying it and you want to be a part of what's normal, But when being illogical becomes normal, I don't want to be logical. You get what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
I get that.
I don't want to be. When being illogical becomes the new logical, I don't want to be logical anymore.
Bro, being the creative is unorthodox anyways. Because it's just like, when you say if you just work with a producer or you just create some genre, it's like you're not taking the same approach every time. When you're putting it and piecing it together, it's like ripping up a whole shred of paper and literally piecing it all together in a way where, you know, you create, you know, something that, you know, somebody wouldn't have been able to see this. Like, they're like, okay, this is just a ripped piece of paper, whatever. But when you put it back together, it's like, oh, okay, I see where you're going with it. You know, I see what you've created. But yeah, man, even not like with producers and stuff. Like, I feel like when producers produce beats, like I like when I can send a producer that made the beat a song back, and it's like they didn't even, because they don't hear the artist on the record. They just hear just the beat. They don't even know. But when you can turn it into something else, it's just like the level of excitement it gives them to hear that, you know, on their creation, you know, in a sense.
For sure.
Like, that's everything to me, like right now, like just to show them like, okay, this is what I took with what you created and stuff like that and turn it into.
It's the magic.
Yeah.
The magic.
Yeah.
And that's what the mission is for Tribe Trinity, man. Like, that's why I do what I do. I'm so grateful that I did not get caught up in chasing fame, because it's too easy for everyone to be like, man, fuck the fame, get money, you know. But for real, like people will clown an artist who got a bag off of a hit single and then fell back. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, they maintained their integrity. They started a business selling, you know what I'm saying, organic ointments and creams, you know what I'm saying, that's taken off right now. And you can put stock in it. And if you go and buy some stock in that shit, you might get rich in the next 5 to 10 years. You know, I don't know. Like, I just think outside the box of what they have really painted this image of what they believe we are supposed to be doing as artists. Of we're supposed to go and spend money on cars. We're supposed to waste money on stupid shit that don't matter. That's what they want. And when we don't do it, they're not interested in giving us opportunity.
Nah, facts, bro. They feel like you know, and I feel like it's strategically done in the business, though. You know, get someone that can't comprehend, let them go mess all the video, you know, or whatever. And hopefully, like I say, if they're involved in street activity because they grabbing the young ones, bro, it's like they cash out on them, bro. It's crazy.
Why do you, you know, before we go, bro, why do they target? Forget that. Let me not even go there.
Yeah.
Why do most artists still have all these side hustles they gotta do, even after signing to these labels? Why do they gotta do it all? Because they're not making the money that they thought they was gonna make. Because
I've been hearing it.
Because they didn't get into this to make money and they didn't realize it. That's what we need to take it back to. I know a lot of artists be like, I don't do this for the money. It's like, all right. Okay, so you want to go sign to a label and not make money?
Right. Nah, if you're gonna sign to a label, you're supposed to be making money. You're supposed to be on an NBA contract. If you're signing with it, you should be able to be well, good, and you know, we shouldn't see you on the pot. Like, I mean, sponsorships and stuff, okay, but you shouldn't be, all right, get my music. I got this boutique over here and I'm doing all this and stuff. You should be only focused on the things that's generating you money off of the music. Like,
yes.
Yeah, I get that, bro. Cause I've been hearing, bro, is the money is not how, like I say, when the digital era kind of introduced itself, bro, the money and everything changed. You don't think these folk didn't, you know, just shuffle the board and get on along the board? Like, man. They said it cut out a lot for the artists during the way because of the hand-to-hand. Like, I was interviewing a A&R. He was saying, you know, they used to go get CDs, bro. Because I remember being like able to, you know, experience that hand-to-hand, you know, and stuff. It wasn't my music. It was my older cousin. But that was the person that influenced me to start doing what I'm doing. But selling his, he probably, you know, buy a blank CD for like cents or whatever, bulk probably maybe. And sell it for $9-10, bro. Like the profit was like in my hand. It ain't like streaming. It got to go through them, and then you got your money. It was like on demand.
but it's beautiful because we're history repeats itself, and vinyls are selling again. You can sell physical copies. If you can build a fan base and work with the right people, which Tribe Trinity will help people do, you can build all that. So, you know, bro, just stay vigilant out here. You know what I'm saying? You know, keep doing this, man. Keep helping these artists. Keep helping people to put themselves out there. It's all coming back tenfold for you, bro. You know that. You know what I mean?
That was once was comes all again, just like trends, bro. Like most definitely. Fast, brother. But yeah, man, as always, bro, it's definitely a huge honor to have you on the platform, bro. I'm glad, that space opened up, bro, because we locked into February. People hit me already by February. Sometimes I usually I do 2 months in advance. I was feeling myself. I was like, all right, but then I was like, let me kind of move a little bit slower as it get closer, to bring people on. Because sometimes I ran into maybe a couple issues where I'd be booked it too far out, though, but
yeah,
trying to stay on top of it, man. But yeah, my mission, bro, is just really is to keep growing, keep having these experiences, keep working, bro, elevating the business. I really after 3 years, finally, bro, I finally put the LLC behind all this stuff. So yeah, man, stuff
and you know why that's important, man? For people that don't know, that LLC is important because you don't want the liability to fall on you. You want to be able to put certain things in the name of a trust of your company. You don't want, it's so funny. They say the truth is, what do they say? They say own nothing. But that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah. Nah, you said a lot. You said a lot without, because it can't come back.
But congratulations on your LLC. Happy New Year, my guy. Seriously.
Nah, Happy New Year, bro. Happy 2025, bro. Like I said, I'm looking forward, bro, to seeing what comes from Tribe Trinity, bro. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Man, we have an amazing partnership with a great publishing company called Sync and Tune. Yeah. And we have one studio located in Rockville, Maryland. We have another studio located in Waldorf, Maryland. And we are just, we're ecstatic to be able to take on different artists, record them, whether they have home studios across the country. If they want to come and visit our facilities, we have package deals, different ranges for them to be able to pay for hours and just get their stuff done on a creative level they never have before. And, once they're done with that, if they want to meet certain people, if they want to, have their stuff distributed, published, they can make money from their music and just build their connection. So I'm gonna shut up. I appreciate you having me, bro. We're gonna get up soon.
Brother.
Everybody bump music by T.Witz, TDOTWITZ on Instagram, Spotify, Tidal, all of that stuff, baby. But yeah, it's your boy T.Witz. We out here.
Most definitely, brother. Appreciate you. Bless up.
Bless up, my guy.
We out.
Gold mouth, rabbit on my teeth. I got carrots. Open up a mouth and she got vocals sound like Janet. Marble on the floors, but the kitchen kinda granted. Lean color perk, you would think it's pomegranate. I see flying saucers finna roll another planet. It will fall in place if it's meant to be organic. I got crazy lingo, you would think I'm speaking Spanish. I'm something like a pie, never leave without the cannon.
I'm enlightened, I got stones around my neck. If you pay attention, I teach her how to earn respect. I walk around with a tag like I'm mad at the rail. People do any damn thing for a check. So what if you got signed labels, throw them on the shelf? I don't ask for help, I just go within myself. Hard times I prevail, I bust up out my shell. I let my nuts hang, cause it don't got no curfew.
Gold mouth.